Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. We are back here today for a brand new pick a card reading. Today's reading was very synchronistically inspired as I was thinking about what kind of topic I wanted to go over for this week's reading. I felt really pulled to do messages from the elementals. I have done that previously on my channel and I do intend to do that again. But more specifically, I started feeling pulled towards dragons, messages from dragons. And then it kind of clicked in my head from previous things that had been happening earlier in the day. To start with, there's been a specific pendulum that I have been working with lately, and it's not this one, but I've been working with it for like the last week or two and felt really drawn to be around only that one. And then out of the blue today, I felt like picking up this one. And this one has a little dragon charm on it. And I did not know exactly why I was drawn to be connecting with this pendulum today, using this pendulum today. But I knew that I felt like there was some specific reason as to why I felt drawn to it. And then throughout the day, I kept getting more synchronicities and signs about dragons and symbols, seeing dragons. And I finally put a cartoon on for my daughter, and it had dragons in it. And then everything clicked in my head as I was trying to contemplate what kind of subject I wanted to go over in readings. So instead of just elemental readings, I decided that I would like to do dragon spirit wisdom for today. Now, the realm of spirit is infinite with very many different forms and energies they can take on. The realm of spirit is not only limited to humans, but also infinite possibilities of what form they may present themselves to be. They may be part of the animal kingdom, for example, the angelic realm, ETs, and also elemental beings, along with so many other infinite beings that we as humans do not even know of at this time. The world of spirit is infinite. If you would like to skip my experience with dealing with dragon spirit as my own spirit guide, I will have a timestamp down below in the video description so that you can skip ahead to the card selection. But if you would like to stick around and hear my experience, then let's get into that. So when I connect to dragons in this reading, I am not speaking in regards to like the reptilian aliens that some of you may have heard of. I am talking about the dragons from the elemental plane of existence. My first real personal encounter with my dragon spirit guide goes back to about the beginning of this year. For those of you that may not know, I like to create jewelry and spiritual tools and also sell them. And at around the start of January, I was playing around and experimenting a lot with polymer clay and sculpting pendants intuitively. And one of the things that I created was a dragon pendant after seeing a flash of a dragon's face in my mind's eye. I didn't really give this much thought at the time. I just thought that maybe this was a product intuitively for somebody else that may see it in my shop. So I didn't give it much thought after that, around that time. At that time, I mean. But I had intuitively created this off of that vision that flashed in my mind of this dragon's face. And then after about a week or so, I was in meditation to meet my Reiki guides. And lo and behold, was a dragon that flew down to me in the same color as the pendant that I had made. When I asked what the name was, it sounded something like Seraphim. It was really hard to make out. And after I had this meditation, met my Reiki guides, and this dragon in particular, I wanted to Google to see if there was any, if anyone else had this kind of connection. So I tried to Google in the search bar a name that sounded like what I had heard in my vision from this dragon's name. And as I was trying to type this in the search bar, Seraphim dragon had popped up. Now, I've heard of like Seraphim a little bit, as in like angels and stuff, but I had no idea that there was such concept as a Seraphim dragon. Hopefully I'm actually pronouncing this correctly, but just seeing that there was this type of dragon with that name, whether or not this was actually a Seraphim type of dragon or not, that's just the name I was given for that guide. Just to see that it had some kind of connection on the internet when I looked it up, was really mind-boggling. Ooh, excuse me, there was a very strong vehicle outside that shook the camera. Anyway, just that there was such a connection, and I had this vision and all these connecting dots to this was incredible. And that's really where I had my first encounter with my dragon spirit guide. And yeah, so that was my first real experience meeting my dragon spirit guide in a meditation to meet my Reiki guides, and then having that validation, searching it up afterwards. I also have the pendant right here, just to show you what I had done. This was listed in my Etsy shop, but the moment that I connected to the dots that this was actually my spirit guide that I was intuitively sculpting, my Reiki guide, that appeared as one of my Reiki guides and one of my spirit guides, I had to keep it for myself, and I took down the listing. So it is amazing how the realm of spirit really works. So with that being said, let's get into today's piles. So for today, we have 3 groups of cards. We have group number 1 with the citrine crystal, group number 2 with the labradorite crystal, and group number 3 with the blue mist lemurian crystal. If you'd like to, you can take a moment to pause the video to really ground, center yourself, call in your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, and ask them to help direct you to the pile that contains the information for your highest good regarding messages from the dragon spirit. And when you are ready, I will have timestamps in the video description and pinned comment down below. And let's get into today's reading. Hello, group number 1. For those of you who were drawn to the pile with the citrine crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages and wisdom that the dragon spirit has for you today. So the first thing, looking at your tarot cards up here, with the King of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and also with the way that the dragon has its hand over the head of the Empress in this card. I am really getting this sense that you may recently have been under a lot of stress, particularly with the Eight of Swords. I feel like there's been something that's you've been really wrestling with in your thoughts. We have a lot of swords energy here. We have the King of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. So with this, The dragon spirit is really wanting you to have faith in their help in this realm of spirit. There might be somewhat of a sense that I know it can be easy sometimes to feel like when life gets out of control, you have to do everything you can to control your surroundings and the outcome of things, and timing particularly is what's coming to me. Especially with the magician down here, the description says, you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. And also with exile, the way that the butterfly is up above this woman, and she's kind of staring off with hope at it. At least that's how it feels looking at it right now. I'm getting the sense that there's this need to really trust in the unknown, trust in the divine. There might be worries, particularly involved with finances, with the Five of Pentacles right here. And Dragon Spirit is saying that a lesson you're learning right now is to really let go and trust, especially with releasing. Releasing the need to control the outcome of life situations and timing, especially timing. Timing is coming through really strong in here. You may have been feeling like there is something that you've been waiting for to fall through, and this can take on many forms, whether this is something financial, a move, something that you've been really hoping for a long time to happen, a dream that you've been waiting to manifest or to come true, or a certain opportunity. And I feel like a sense of impatience, so it's almost like you just want to reach out and grab this and control the way that life unfolds around it. Spirit is really wanting you to lean on the divine, lean on the dragon spirit, trust in the dragon spirit, ask for its help, and know that you are being divinely guided and protected, and everything will fall into place at the right time. It's not that your time is not coming with whatever it is that you've been waiting for. It's about divine timing. Let me see. Yeah, with the Vision card, I'm really getting the sense, the way that these hands are kind of holding this, and it's almost like a portal, and I'm seeing like a portal into the future symbolically with this. And with the owls right here, owls represent a lot of psychic sight to me, and very psychic creature when I see an owl come up. This means that there is a divine plan. Things are falling into place for you. Something that you've been waiting for is coming, but there is this need to really give up control. I'm also feeling control of the way that life unfolds for you, to trust in the unseen. Yeah, there's the sense to connect also further with your crown chakra. That's really coming up for me with these cards. Again, we have the woman peering at this butterfly right here. And butterflies also a lot of times symbolize a transformation. So this is trust in your path. Maybe there's some things that you had to go through and grow through in order for life to unfold in the way that you are wanting it to, and for your dreams to manifest. You are going to be manifesting a lot of abundance here very soon. Some of you may be very creative as well. We have the Magician right here of the very creative energy. The Empress can also symbolize a lot of creative energy. And also the Vision. It feels like there's this creative energy. You also, side note, might be very clairvoyant as well, so pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to any images that pop up in your mind's eye, or if you're seeing something out of the corner of your eye. These are your gifts at work, and that's something to pay attention to, and that might be a way that the divine really likes to communicate with you. Dragon Spirit is really telling you that you are very divinely guided. Like, they are always with you at all times. You have a Dragon Spirit guide with you, and they say with their help, they will help push you forward and give you the courage that you need to push forward. Both of these cards. There seems like there's something that has come up. So this can go one of two ways, and this is a general reading, so take this how it resonates with you personally. But what I'm really feeling is that there's this desire you have within you for courage, for something in the future that you know is coming up. Or if it's not that, there may be a situation with another person involved who is giving you a lot of trouble, or you felt very constricted or almost controlled by. And Dragon Spirit is saying to lean on them for protection, lean on them to help you embody their traits and embody this King of Swords energy, to set boundaries and have the courage to push forward. You are gaining, I'm hearing, gaining a lot of momentum, pile number one, towards something. You are really stepping into a courageous zone. I don't know how to put that into words quite well yet, but there is something that you are taking a risk forward with. I'm really feeling that with this Empress energy, and there's a lot of hope, prayers. I feel like Dragon Spirit's wanting you to know that that is not in vain, that Spirit hears you, Dragon Spirit hears you, the Divine hears you, and there is this really big need also to trust in the Divine within yourself, and trust in the courage of the Divine. Dragon Spirit is really wanting to tell you that you can really work with their energy as a spirit guide or a spirit animal to help you embody the traits of the dragon. So in times where you feel like you may be lacking courage, in times where you may be afraid of the outcome of a situation and you may not be able to see ahead, this makes a lot of sense. We have the unseen and the vision card, so seeing ahead into the future. In those times, Dragon Spirit wants you to know that they are with you, and you can call upon them to really help to embody their traits as your own, because they say you have this fire within you. You have this power to push forward. You have everything that you need to move forward with whatever it is coming in the future. So there's something I feel like that you've been really nervous about or stressed about, or maybe even a person in a situation that may have been giving you trouble. But I'm feeling as if Spirit is saying that you have, again, all the power within you. You are not lower than this other person or whatever the situation is ahead of you. You are bigger, much bigger than you think you are. And Spirit is telling you to reclaim your power and see this within yourself. See your own manifestation abilities. Let me see what else I am seeing for you. I just heard you have the guts to move ahead. So if there's something that has been giving you sleepless nights, or a person that you've been worried about, know that you have the power within yourself and nobody else controls you. Nobody else can hold you down. No other person is higher than you. We are all equal, and you have the power to move forward and not be held down by anybody. You are much bigger than your problems. And when I say that, I don't mean like you are a problem or anything like that. I mean, you are much stronger, much braver, much courageous. You are bigger than any problem on the horizon. You are bigger than any reluctance you have to move forward towards an opportunity that you may not feel that you're good enough for. Spirit is saying, Dragon Spirit is saying that you are good enough. Trust in yourself more than anything is what they want you to know within this reading. There's a need for trusting within yourself, trusting both within the process and within your own power and within your own divinity and your own courage. Know that they have your back and they are pushing you forward, and they say that you have the strength to pull through life and move independently. take that how it resonates with you. That can have many different meanings depending on who is listening. And with releasing, we have purification, spiritual cleansing, and letting go. So for some of you, not all of you, this may be tied into a situation with some type of person that you may be trying to release a connection with, or cut the cord with, or that has made you feel less than what you are, that has made you feel like you've been controlled, that's put you through a lot of sleepless nights and stress and made you feel like you are not as big and powerful as you are. Know of the courage within you, and it's almost like I'm seeing you have like this lion's heart. You have a big heart, you have a courageous heart. Don't let the past hold you down. You have everything that you need within you to create the opportunity that you're looking for. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So this goes back to even opportunities. Some of you, this is an opportunity. Some of you, this is breaking out of the illusion of being controlled by another person and breaking through the shackles that they think that they have over you. Trust in Dragon Spirit that they will aid you in this process and give you the strength that is already within you to fly forward and ignite this inner flame so that you are not bound down by anybody. There is a way forward. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here. There is a plan, but there's a lesson within this too about seeing the divinity within yourself and trusting yourself and having courage within yourself and empowering yourself and being able to do that to yourself too. Recognizing that, healing that, connecting with the divine, trusting in the divine, trusting in Dragon Spirit, trusting in your own power to get through whatever this is. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below if this resonated with you, and subscribe to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this content and would like to see more like it in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. For those of you who were drawn to the pile with the labradorite crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages that the Dragon Spirit has for you. So the first thing that's really coming up to me in this reading, I'm really getting the sense that there's been something that you have put a lot of time and energy, or many of you have put a lot of time and energy into creating, and it kind of feels like with the 10 of Cups over here, I don't know why, but I kind of get the sense that there may have been something that you were working on that it felt like other people abandoned, or something that you really cared about or you were working towards, and it's like the people that were around just kind of, it feels like to you, you kind of feel isolated from them for whatever reason this is. So whether this is some sort of project or I'm not sure what exactly yet that's in regards to, but there's something that you really had a lot of care towards. I'm feeling with the way that the dragon is holding this fiery orb right here, something that you really cared about, and it almost feels like to you that other people turned their backs, or you almost have the sense of feeling abandoned in something, and there might be some upset or anger or feelings of isolation within you, and the need to change either your surroundings or the way that you approach something. I don't know why I felt to say that, but that's just what's coming up so far. With this card, we see that there is a baby dragon hatching out of the egg, and I feel like with what, especially like looking at this card too and putting these two together, it's kind of like I'm gonna get multiple messages for different people for this reading, so take what resonates with you and leave behind what does not. But I feel kind of like there's something you may have felt left out with, or abandoned with, or like I just heard gave up hope with. So you might be feeling the need, like you need to start over something from scratch or redefine something. And I'm also getting a message for some of you. There's a sense of being self-critical as well. We literally have, I didn't even realize what the card said, but we have the wolf. It's a lone wolf, and it says isolation, loneliness, reconnection, home. So this could be in regards to family. Maybe you felt like your voice wasn't being heard in regards to something that you really cared about to talk about. So maybe you spoke up about something and it feels like people were not hearing you, or they didn't want to hear what you had to say. I feel like maybe there's a lot of passion, a lot of fire ignited into what you were saying, and maybe even took a lot of courage, or something you really rehearsed in your head, or took a lot of guts to do, or something that you had really felt deeply, and it felt like you weren't either not listened to people, or began feeling isolated because you felt so different from the people around you. We also have the Three of Wands here, and look at the way that the dragon is off by itself looking across this area. So there's also this energy of reinvention. So this could also literally mean, we also have shapeshifter, literally, in the way that the Guardian's card, this woman is beaming this light out, almost like she's changing her surroundings. So this could either have been forced change by the universe, or imposed by yourself. But there's a sense of isolation and a rebirth happening within you, and I feel like this is going to bring forth a lot of growth and creative inspiration as well. I feel you really reinventing something. Some of you may be working on a book with the Eight of Earth, which is also the Eight of Pentacles. But I feel like there's a sense of getting away from society or the people around you, really unplugging from other people's energy, isolating yourself even. Like might be a period of time where you feel more quiet, where you feel the need to be by yourself, where you feel the need to really rest and recuperate and get more of a hold on what you feel, recharge yourself, find your own insights. I feel like there's something that you were working towards, particularly with the Wands energy here, and also the way that the angel is looking into the book. There's something that you're working towards, and this might be something that you're keeping under wraps, I'm getting. I feel you taking a break from other people right now to create something. And I also feel like you're releasing and purging a lot of energy. So you may be releasing and purging a lot of other people's energy. And also reinventing your space, the people around you, being careful about who's allowed in your space, and maybe even taking time out to evaluate this and see who affects your energy in what way, and who supports you, and who is energetically healthy for you to be around. I feel a new start around the horizon, and letting go of people that didn't have your best interest in mind, or weren't very supportive of your dreams. Putting yourself first and reinventing yourself in that way, and having a lot of focus on your own creative, didn't mean to hit that. your own creative projects, going into like a hermit mode in order to learn something new about yourself and create something as well. I'm feeling like there's a lot of emotional inspiration to create something with your life experience for some of you watching this. But there's really this sense of reinvention here. Let me see what else there is in this pile for you. So for some of you, it doesn't have to be, but maybe this could have been the end of a relationship. When I see the lips holding this right here, I think of relationship and endings and reinventing yourself and really becoming closer to yourself after this. Maybe you didn't feel appreciated by somebody else, whether this is romantic or family, take that how it resonates with you. Or you did not feel seen by somebody, and maybe it's like you put so much time and energy into the relationship, romantic or not romantic, that it's like you paid so much attention to this other person or these other people or what they had to say that nobody was really paying attention to what you had to say. And Spirit, when I keep looking at this card, Spirit keeps saying to really pay attention to your own song, sing your own song. They're saying sing your own song. I really do feel you unplugging within this reading and taking a time out, reevaluating your space, changing up your space, changing up your surroundings. So not only decluttering the people in your life and but also like your actual physical surroundings, decluttering that, having space around you to be able to create or know how to move forward. Maybe it's taking space to know what you want or how you want to reinvent something within your life, or to pay attention to your own song and being okay with being the odd one out as well. I'm hearing, yeah, there really is a sense of feeling isolated from other people. And again, this could be because you need a time out from other people, or because you just don't feel like you have a home around the people that are around you because their voices are so different, that they speak so loudly or so much over you that they don't even pay attention to what you have to say or what you have to bring to the table. And I really do feel this need to purge, to recharge by yourself and recreate something. There's this really big sense of rest and recreating something within yourself or your surroundings or your energy, prioritizing your own energy, your own projects, your own passions, valuing what you have to say, your thoughts, not letting the noise around you impact what you feel and think. This is a time for really questioning too for some of you. Maybe you pay so much attention to the voices around you that you don't really know or know as much where you stand on something. And Dragon Spirit is saying that they really want to help you this, and their message is for you to get away, unplug, so that you can hear your own voice louder and clearer, your own thoughts louder and clearer, because there's been so much chatter, so much clutter around you from other people that it's like, even if you're not physically isolated, you feel isolated from the people around you, and your own voice, your own passions, your own dreams matter. How you feel matters. And they're really saying to burn away from this old and pay attention to that and put yourself first, your own needs first. Know where you stand and let the rest fall away, because something new is about to be birthed. Something new is on the horizon. Something passionate, fiery, whether this is a relationship that is passionate, fiery, a new start, or whether this is some type of creative venture or like moving to a new home. I'm feeling really mixed things, so take that how it resonates with you, or maybe it's multiple of those same things. But this is really a time for reinvention of yourself, your own surroundings, hearing your own voice and knowing that your voice matters and prioritizing that and sticking to that boundary over the noise around you. singing your own song, admiring your own song, hearing your own song, getting away from the noise from everyone else that may be loud symbolically, getting away from that so you can really hear your own song and appreciate your own song and your own heart and where you stand, because your voice matters, your dreams matter, your passions matter. And I feel like there really is something on the verge of opening up and becoming new in your surroundings. As these doors are closing, something new is opening, something that will make you feel more confident within yourself as well. New opportunities, new abundance, a lot of abundance if this is a creative venture, a new relationship that makes you happy and is more supportive and is, I also hear, more adventurous. Admiring your own individuality versus maybe the habit of people pleasing and really devaluing your own voice. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please be sure to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you are new and you enjoyed this video and like to see more like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, group number 3, our final pile. For those of you who are drawn to the pile with the blue Miss Lemurian crystal, hello and welcome to your reading. Let's find out what messages and wisdom that the dragon spirit has for you. So before we get into this real quick, I just want to give you a forewarning that at least with the last 2 piles, Dragon Spirit has been very blunt, very honest, very like cut right to the core of the matter. And so I have no idea what's going to come through with this pile just yet, but just a warning that Dragon Spirit is very fierce, very sharp, very honest, very wise. So right away, the first thing that's really coming to me from some of these cards with the stars, the way we have the 2 dragons, one black, one white, it has this dualistic nature. The way that in the 9 of Pentacles, the dragon like has sort of this stance of it's going a certain direction, but it keeps looking back towards something, and almost like, at least in this reading right now, it has like this slow moving feeling about something. And also with all of the contemplative energy within the 6 of Swords right here, I'm really getting the sense that there is something you may be feeling indecisive about, or there's like this, for some reason, like this slow moving energy. So this can be patience towards something that you are seeding to grow. What else is there here? With the Queen of Earth, it says she is thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And we also have the Queen of Cups, which has a lot to do with empathy, understanding other people's emotions. I am feeling like there's also the sense of nurturance with this, the Fool card right here. The way that, at least in this card, how it's an egg that has not hatched yet, but it's glowing with a lot of potential. And there's almost this mothering feeling within the 9 of Pentacles right here. And this dragon looking towards this egg. Like, I felt the need to put these together. Nurturing energy. So some of you actually, so there's either something that you're preparing and nurturing to grow, And this is very specific. Not all of you this is going to resonate with, but some of you may be actually pregnant or wanting to become pregnant in the near future. Whenever you watch this video, I do feel like there's this nurturance to grow something, or taking the time to listen to somebody else in your life. Maybe you are putting your own needs aside so that you can hear what somebody else has to say in your life. Somebody may need to be saying something to you, or may need some of your time. Specifically close friends or some sort of family member, someone close to you that you have a lot of love towards, maybe even a child for some of you. But yeah, we also have the Maiden, and this feels like youthful, feminine energy, mothering, combined with the Queen of Cups, mothering a child. So there might be a really big emphasis for you on taking time to nurture and listen to someone else, nurturing something to grow. And if that does not resonate with you, okay, before we get to that though, we also have the Storm. So there's something that, how do I put this into words? Maybe there's been somebody in your life recently where you actually had to kind of step in and nurture them, help calm the chaos around in their mind. I think that maybe this is a particular gift that you have. I feel a lot of patience, soft feminine energy, whether you are male or female watching this. Almost like this, even though the Empress is not in this pile, almost like this Empress energy. We have the Maiden, we have the Queen of Cups. I'm looking at the word creative right here is really pulling my attention, as well as the flowers, these pink flowers, these colorful flowers in bloom around this dragon and this card for this specific reading. I'm feeling like Dragon Spirit is saying that you have the patience and the ability to calm the storms in others, or calm the storm. I'm hearing nurturing the ability for something to grow. There's something that it's almost like planting a seed, and this could be a creative endeavor. We also have, the Page of Wands right here, which is fire, which can have to do with creativity, pursuits, action, passion, really passion. But I feel like there's something, I keep hearing like fostering to grow, something that you are putting a lot of nurturance and attention onto. It's almost like this metaphor of watering a seed so it can grow into something beautiful. So this may be a message from the Dragon Spirit to have patience in a project that you've invested a lot of time into, or a lot of time and money into, and effort and attention. Know that the fruits of your labor will pay off in a big way. Know that there's a lot of potential into the thing that you are trying to grow, and this is particularly speaking in regards to like, especially like some sort of creative endeavor, or maybe even a business idea that you have, or I just heard a seed that you planted in somebody's mind. Know that if you've planted a seed in somebody's mind to empower them or help them through a tough situation, that this is really going to go a long way, even if you don't see the results of it right now. I feel like this pile is somebody who is very empathic, very nurturing, someone who really embodies like this Empress energy. Even though again that card is not here, there's a lot of divine feminine energy in this pile. I feel like you have the ability to look at both sides of an issue for other people. You may be a naturally good counselor to your friends and to other people, and people are very drawn to you for this. I keep hearing kids are very drawn to you in particular, not sure why, but I feel like Dragon Spirit is saying have patience in the process. Have patience in the way that things will flow. Know that it's kind of like when you harvest something, you are growing the seeds, you're planting the seeds, you're nurturing them, you're putting in this consistent effort. And Dragon Spirit is also saying know that any practical steps that you have been taking consistently towards whatever it is that you are trying to grow. So I keep thinking again of like creative endeavors, business growth, like if you are self-employed or have your own business or whatever this means, or whatever it is that you're looking towards to grow and move forward, some type of vision that you have for the future. I feel like Spirit is telling you that as long as you keep nurturing whatever the seed is, that you will really see the way that it blooms, and building also the foundation for it to be stable upon too. I'm not sure why that came up, but there's something that you've been really wanting, I'm feeling, with the Page of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. There's something that has a lot of potential to really grow into a lot of abundance for you. We have both of these cards, the Queen of Earth, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a lot of creative potential. A vision that you have has the potential to grow into something amazing, something emotionally fulfilling for you, something that a lot of your hard work will pay off. I see you balancing also your spiritual side with your physical side. So maybe somehow combining the physical aspect of life, doing the mundane things that are kind of a pain in the you know what, that could be a pain. And also the spiritual side of things, nurturing these both and having them work as a team to create an opportunity of a vision that you have, to watch it grow successfully as well. I feel like Spirit is saying that if there's something, Spirit is saying, Dragon Spirit, I'm so used to saying Spirit is saying, but we're connecting with Dragon Spirit, not just Spirit today. Dragon Spirit is telling you that if you've been looking to create abundance in your life, you're looking for financial abundance in your life, Dragon Spirit is really saying that not to focus too hard on the, how do I put what they're saying into words? To focus on just the goal-driven behavior of something, like getting it just for the money. Dragon Spirit is telling you that you're going to gain a lot more momentum when you are in a flow state, when you are in a creative state, when you're really nurturing this, putting love into what you're doing, flowing in your own creative energy and flowing within yourself and creating things or what you wish to have out of this space. That's when you will see things gain the momentum. You will see things those seeds begin to blossom, and you will see the efforts of all of your hard work that will come to you. But just know that these kind of things take time. Just like a seed takes time to grow and sprout into a flower. This is really a big message within this reading. I feel some of you have some sort of purpose or career tied to the divine feminine. for whatever reason. I feel like that can be part of your purpose or your mission, or just to really embody this energy into your work, your creative projects, whatever this means. I feel like you have a really impactful presence. Dragon Spirit is letting you know that this nurturance within you is like your superpower. When you nurture things and put so much love, I feel so much like water energy as I'm saying this and looking at the Queen of Cups too, as you're nurturing things to grow. When you're putting love, when you're putting time, when you're putting all this energy and love and nurturance into something and treating it like it is your baby, it will grow. Knowing that you have a superpower with the way that you put your attention onto things, and there's a very unique sense about the way that you put your attention onto things that helps it to grow and sustain the vision and not fall apart, to withstand the storm. I feel like for some of you, maybe setting up a routine will be very beneficial, or maybe before that wasn't something you did as much, but the more you kind of balance both the mundane and your creativity, being in your own mind and using your creative powers, if that makes sense, the more that you put these hand in hand, the more it nurtures whatever this thing is to grow, or for you to succeed in whatever it is you are doing. There's a strong sense that the Dragon Spirit does not want you to give up on something. If you want to see something grow, they're saying you have to put the time into it, the nurturance consistently, the patience. Just because something isn't happening for you right away does not make it a failure. Does not make it a failure. And there is a really huge potential into a current endeavor that you are working on and putting a lot of time and energy into that's going to have amazing outcomes. And this feels almost like an applaud to you from Dragon Spirit that you have done this and that you are embodying this Empress energy and really also balancing between the physical and the and I don't know if I think they're saying intuitive side of things, because sometimes when we are more focused in our head, we can tend to neglect the physical aspect of things. And I see this with both the third eye and the root portal. I feel as if something that you currently have your mind on doing has huge potentials for reward success and to grow into something beautiful. Yeah, it's hard to really put this feeling into words, but it's like you also growing into your full potential by balancing both of these aspects of yourself, nurturing something to grow, and also never underestimate the impact that your word has on another person, because I feel like the way that you nurture things to grow, that's also with people too. I feel like you are somebody that's very supportive. You probably give really good advice. You're a good listener. You're very thoughtful. Also creative, just like the Queen of Earth over here. And I feel like what you say really propels people forward, whether you see that right away or not. So your words that you give to others has long-term effects. And that is really what Dragon Spirit wants you to know, and pay attention to, and really cherish this ability that you have, and also to see things from a big, like a higher perspective. So that's kind of a double message too, from seeing a situation from a different perspective, like the grand scheme of things, and like how you can offer nurturance to help build somebody up, and that seed that you plant within them going a long way. And also, if this is more geared towards like some sort of project and whatever that means, or skill set or whatever, it's sometimes we can feel impatient with ourselves when what we are trying to manifest isn't coming true right away, when we're putting a lot of effort, time, and energy. But Dragon Spirit really is telling you to be within a flow state. Focus on the flow state and be consistent. Nurture something to grow like you love it, like your own baby. And that's when you'll see the rewards. When it's almost like mothering your project. Maybe that sounds kind of weird, but this is really the energy that Dragon Spirit is bringing forth about whatever this is. Seeing when you're involved in something, it's hard to see, like, to know and not feel impatient about when you'll see the results of something happening, and sometimes feel discouraged by that. But Dragon Spirit is saying when you see it from a higher perspective, when you try to look at things from a higher perspective, you see the whole field. So imagine, again, being out, say you're trying to harvest and you have a field that you're getting these seeds ready for, or you're doing a lot of work with this, planting things. Even if you're planting a garden and you're so immersed in what you're doing that you don't see like the big picture of what is going on, but when you look at it like overhead, that's this huge metaphor of this. When you're looking at it overhead at the grand scheme, to know that this thing takes time, you are nurturing something big that's going to manifest into something much bigger than you would have expected, and you know that it will blow your mind in your wildest dreams because of how much time, effort, energy, love, and passion you are putting into this. Just know that your hard work is paying off, and to keep having patience and consistency in what you're doing and the nurturance, and keep mothering this project, so to speak, and treating it like it is your baby, because it will take time, but whatever this is going to sprout and grow. Whether, again, this is a person, this is some type of creative endeavor, or a business venture, or whatever it is you're working towards or hoping to, for whatever vision you're hoping to come true. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates with you. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that you have a lovely day.